But I'm going to depart briefly from the norms. There was a saying by our revered leader, Uncle Bola Ige of blessed memory. You don't serve meal. You don't get a meal from the oppressor on a platter of gold. The only language understood by the oppressor is not appeasement, but confrontation. Ẹni tí ò fẹ́ ni àlòrán. Abẹ́kẹ́lẹ́ Yorùbá máa ń sọ. Kò sí àlọ́ tó lè ṣe fẹ́ tí ò fẹ́ náà ẹ. So the only language understood by the oppressor is confrontation. I've listened to all my compatriots speak about devolution of power, restructuring. Restructuring is the mantra of the Anafre Southwesterner. It is what we believe in. And our forefathers have been the vanguard of that for over 6 decades. If you have read the works of Obafemi Awolowo and revered Bola Ige, you will come across that there. They've set the agenda for us. For those of you who still believe so much in the corporate system of this country, I wish you good luck. But I know that the present structure cannot sustain this country for another 25 years. It is practically impossible. The world is becoming a neighborhood. It's no longer a global village. And everybody is becoming a local champion. The so-called civilized world, like Britain today is more or less a federation. On paper, it is a new unitary state. But today, it is more or less a federation. When the first referendum was conducted, whether the Scots should go or not, they got 19%. The second one gave them 45%. I bet you they dare not try the third one. Today, because the Englishman is very wise, he put in place, within 2 weeks, during the campaign, they put in place certain parameters for the Wales and the Scots. Today, the Wales have their own parliament, they have their own judiciary, they have their own civil service. So also are the Scots. Today, Britain is more or less a federation. Nigeria is the only federation in the world with a unitary police. Even the state of Britain, that is unitary in form, has many police formations and organizations. In the United States, after the last count, they had 17,000 plus police formations, including universities and higher institutions. Each of them has recognized by the state. That's their own police formation. For those of you who still believe so much in the corporate system of this country, you have to appreciate one thing as a Yoruba man, that you are so blessed. Take a look at the geography, the map of Nigeria. Because many of us don't understand the political and geographical arithmetic of Nigeria. If you are a Yoruba man, you take a look at the map. Yoruba land is the only zone that have access to the sea and land border. Look at the map. You have the longest coastal line from Badagry to Igbo in Ondo State. You have the longest border line from Ilesha Baruba to Badagry. Many of you don't even know where Ilesha Baruba is located. And here you are a Yoruba man. Many of you don't know where Gope is, where Igbo is, where Kishi is. And when you look at that, the South has access to the sea, no land border. The Southeast is landlocked with very small land mass. Between Asaba and Enugu, it's a distance of 72 kilometers with 3 state capitals. It's not up to 1 local government in Oyo State. And when you look at the land mass of Nigeria, Oyo State alone is 28,000 plus. That is more than 23,000 of the Southeast. The entire Southeast. Oyo State alone, the land mass of Oyo State alone is more than the entire Southeast land mass by over 5,000. So when you look at that, keep that at the back of your mind. Now, for the North, they have access to land border, no access to the sea. So So that is why everybody now want to live and die in the southwest. They all want to come here, live here, and die, possibly seize your land from you. And that is where, for those of us who believe so much in the Dawn Commission, we need to give the Dawn Commission every support. The labor of our heroes past must not be in waste. When Bola Ige was advocating for integration, he never knew that Nigeria came to this sorry state. We are in a very terrible position now in the country. For those of you who still believe, I repeat, everybody is now becoming a local champion. I went for IPA conference in October in Australia. You won't believe it. The Aborigines are coming back to take their lands after over 2,500 years of evacuation. They are coming back to ask for their lands. If you lose touch with your root, you will regret it. For those of you who think you can, once you can, there's no way. If you are staying in a place for 1,000 years, that doesn't make you an indigenous of the place. The problem with many of us is that we don't read. In 1973, when some of us were still in primary school, there was a madman called Idi Amin. He came round, he came heavily down on the British Asians. After 650 years, they were all evacuated. And if you are still in doubt, let us look at the contemporary development now. Look at what is happening in Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwean farmers, after almost 700 years, the British farmers, what are they doing now? They are being evacuated. After over 700 years. It will get to that in Nigeria. So it is high time we all look inward and embrace Dawn Commission. To God be the glory, the Dawn Commission has come to stay. It will outlive many of us. By the special grace of God, the ideas propounded by Bola Ige, for those who have made it their pastime to castigate Uncle Bola Ige, they should be told that there are millions of Iges now. They should be told in clear and loud language that what we are witnessing today in the Dawn Commission was the brainchild of Bola Ige. That was the brainchild of Bola Ige. He has written about it. He has postulated it. And when you look at what is happening today, the Southwest is the only region that has peace, that people want to live in. Everybody wants to live and die in Lagos. Why? Bola Ige left, Tinubu took over and laid the foundation. Today, many of you don't know that that bridge that linked Admiralty to Ikoyi was not controlled by the federal government. It was controlled by the state government, Lagos State. Lekki was opened up by Lagos State government. And the template that was laid in Lagos is what has been adopted by the various western state governments. When you look at the road construction, you see that it's the same pattern. Today, Ogun State is the second largest earner of IGR. Thank God again for Dawn Commission. Now, what all Ogun State did was just to key into the pattern set up by Lagos State. And Oyo State is doing the same now. If you look at Lagos-Ibadan Express Road, 33 kilometers of that road belongs to Oyo State. So all Oyo State is doing now is to key, to replicate what Ogun State is doing. From Shagamu to Bega, there is no vacant land. All Ogun State did was to key into that and start from the economic boom of Lagos. Why is it like that? Why are people rushing here? There are going to be demographic changes in the Southwest, and you must get ready for that. I'm happy my brother, the youth leader, was here this morning. I was go and get prepared. He who wants peace must be ready for war. He who wants peace must be ready for war. I repeat, I said this to Gani Adams, that enough of agbada wearing and walking stick this thing by. Our youth must be ready. We knew what we did during the Nadeko era. Uncle Ayamorabi is here. We knew what we did under the control of Uncle Bola Ige. We knew what we went through. The young ones are not willing and ready to make any sacrifice. No wonder the president made the statement he made about the youth 2 days ago. We must put on our thinking caps. Let us cooperate with Dawn Commission. Our governors have been anybody who think our governors are not doing the law to pay a visit to the Southeast and South. You come back and give our governors a medal. So if Allah and I, we are to go to the airport one day. And we said, look, if any of these governors come from the southwest, they would have been burnt by now with their families. We don't appreciate what we have, but there are rooms for improvement. All we need to do now is to put on our thinking cap. Whosoever has one or two ideas to put across to the commission should do that. And we cannot be preaching against imperialism and be perpetrating the same here. Ayé bàbá sọ pé ti kọjá o, bàbá sọ pé it's gone. Bola Ige liberated many youths. So ayé bàbá sọ pé ó ti kọjá. And tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ni pé what belongs to all must be seen by all. A time has gone past when some people, 2-3 people will gather and say, we are speaking for the Yoruba. No. The man from Shaki must be contacted. The man from Ede must be contacted. The man from Igbo must know. Not that somebody will say that in Abeokuta or Lagos or Ijebu. I'm saying, no, that will not be acceptable. I was at the national conference. But Sadedeji led the show and I led the Oyo State. And they were subsumed under the same under me. And they knew what we went through. We will not take another colonialism from anybody. The youth and the entire Yoruba race must prepare for what is coming up. This country cannot last for another 25 years. Quote me that I say so, unless we change the structure. So what I'm saying in essence is that if you want restructuring, ask for self-determination. Yorùbá ní tó bá fẹ́ jẹ ìfun ẹran ẹ̀dẹ̀ ni wàá kọ́kọ́ béèrè. Wọ́n wá pé ẹ jẹ́ ká fún ní ìfun ẹran. So don't stop all this thing. We've been on this for over 60 years. Restructuring. Young as I am, I'd attended more than 20 conferences in this hall over the issue of restructuring. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bèrè àti ẹ̀fẹ́ dádúró. Fúnra wọn bẹ̀yìn tí wọ́n fún yín ní nǹkan tẹ́ bá fẹ́. Ẹ bèrè fún ẹ̀dọ̀ kó máa fún yín ní ìfun ẹran.